Is cold email dead? It's the end of cold email. Rip cold email 2024. We've seen all these headlines pass through social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. It's getting absolutely crazy. Everyone's saying cold email's gone. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why that's not the case, why cold email will never ever die, and why the fact that it's getting harder is the best thing that could actually happen. So stick around. All right, so let's state the facts. Let's see where we're currently at. So July 2024, it is currently getting harder to pass the spam filters of Microsoft, Google, whatever, and land in your prospects inbox. Definitely, if you compare it to 1 year ago, even 2 years ago, it's not even close. Like back in the day, you could send maybe 100 emails per inbox per day and you'd be completely fine. Now you have to be very careful. You have to send 20 emails per inbox per day. You can't send any HTML, just plain text. You can't just send to whoever you want, just blast the list and just pray for the best, right? You need to segment your list and make your script a bit more personalized towards each segment of the list. That's where we're currently at. It is definitely getting harder, and even though you are implementing those things, you might still land in the spam folder. But the thing is, I think that is one of the best things that can actually happen. And let me explain why. So, a lot of new people are entering the lead gen space. A lot of people are entering the make money online, whatever, start an agency business every single day. Hundreds, maybe even thousands enter the space every single day. The best way, if you're just starting out to acquire new customers, is cold outreach. You don't have a budget to spend on ads, you don't have a platform or a social media audience to sell to, so it's got to be cold outbound, probably. Cold email is the easiest one, the lowest barrier to entry. Instantly, smartly, descending softwares make it child's play to send out emails at mass scale nowadays. Apollo databases. If you use what's it called, Leads Magically, it's $3 for just 1,000 leads. Is absolutely no barrier to entry. It's absolutely insane. Now imagine for a second all of these cold emailers that get into the space. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't have a good service yet. All of them are landing in the inbox. To be honest, like if you're on an Apollo's list, I feel very sorry for you. I can imagine you get like 100 emails, proposals every single week. I think it's absolutely insane. Like, imagine like everyone would land in your prospects inbox. They are just gonna be so flooded. They don't even see your offer. Like you, as a business owner who's more established and who has a great service to offer, you're not gonna stick out in the hundreds of emails your prospect's gonna get every single week in the inbox. I think it's a good thing. It's getting harder. It's getting more of a skill-based thing. And cold email, like everything else, is just a skill, and you just gotta get better. The people who don't know what they're doing, they're gonna get left behind. It's just survival of the fittest. I'm sorry, but that's the way it should be. I think we were kind of I think we were kind of spoiled with too cheap meetings or too cheap leads through cold email back in the day, and now it's more getting equalized. I would say, like, even though if you were to do the math, like it's even if you send like five, if you can only send 5 emails per day, or maybe if one email per inbox per day, you can still be profitable in the long term with your cold email campaigns, because like I said, we were just spoiled with like $10 meetings, whatever. And yeah, now I think it's just it's getting harder. You definitely need to know what you're doing in terms of deliverability setup. You can't just blast out to an entire list anymore and hope for the best. It's becoming harder and harder, as it should be. Like, the thing is, with, let's say, back in the day with the iOS 14 update, everyone was like, "Oh shit, Facebook ads are dead. The end of Facebook ads," and everyone just adapted. Everyone just got better, and everything calmed down. And now Facebook ads are still working. So the thing is, cold email will always be a thing. They can't destroy it completely. Like if you think about it, right? These sending softwares using Google's, Microsoft's API, whatever, they can't ever stop that. The second thing is they can't stop the fact that you sometimes need to reach out to someone who you've never ever reached out to before, like let's say for job applications, whatever, or a brand new email. Like they can't stop the fact that you do have to reach out to an email address you've never reached out to before, right? The only thing they are trying to stop is malicious practices. They are trying to make it harder, obviously, for people who have the wrong intentions, who try to scam you, and rightfully so. And I think we as cold emailers just need to adopt. It is, like it had literally no barrier to entry before to get into cold email, and now you do have to jump through some hoops to make it work. And I think you should just, learn how to do it properly, and get to get the best deliverability setup you can, follow all the rules you can, and you just need to adapt, become better at the skill of cold email, and only that way you can make it. And yeah, I think that should be how it works. Yeah, maybe you disagree, maybe you think it should have always been stayed easy, but like literally just imagine like if every single email would land in the inbox, and yeah, with the competition that's coming, and it's a growing space. I think it would get absolutely ridiculous to a point where there's no way you can stand out really with your emails. Like just literally imagine like hundreds of emails getting into your prospects inbox every single day. And I think it's a good thing. It's getting a harder skill. Like I was having a call with a prospect the other day, and he was like, "Okay, so the reason I'm hopping on the call with you today is because I get so many emails, most of them land into spam, and yours actually landed in the inbox, so we definitely know what you're doing. So that's why you have my time today." And yeah, that's the thing. Just adapt, overcome. If it comes to a point where it gets completely ridiculous, like I said, I think even if you like depending on the what you charge for your offer, I think even if it comes to a point where you can only send one single email per inbox per day, it's still profitable over the long term. So yeah, that's just my take on things. Yes, it is getting harder as it should be. Is cold email dead? Definitely not. Will it ever die? Most definitely not. Um, so yeah, I'd be keen to know your thoughts. How are you approaching the deliverability things nowadays? What are you doing to adapt? What are your thoughts on the situation going on? And yeah, let's keep sending emails. Let's keep making money, and I'll talk to you soon.